Trump Mobile, the golden Trump phone, supposed to come out 2025 of summer. So now the beginning of 2026, still no phones, still no pickles. And you might hear the little Banjo-Kazooie backing track right now to this video. It's because I'm on hold with Trump Mobile support to check on my pre-order to see what's gone so awry that the phone still hasn't arrived.
The Trump family's attempt to launch a new smartphone is off to a rough start. You may remember back in June, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. announced the launch of a new American-made mobile phone along with a wireless service they called Trump Mobile. The release was originally slated to happen in August, but now it's November and people are still waiting.
I've tried to get a hold of Trump Mobile's customer support for a little while now, a couple days, to no avail. So now I'm just on hold waiting to see what's going on with it. Because, I mean, it's, the Made in America, well, scratch that, they actually got rid of that. It's no longer Made in America. They don't claim that it's an American-made phone anymore. It's just a proudly American phone, according to their website now that they've updated. And for $500, it was a really, great deal, which defied all laws of physics and everything we knew about manufacturing to get a phone to that level. Every single human being on the planet with a functioning frontal lobe could have told you there's no way to make a $500 phone in America. So now they've abandoned that marketing mumbo-jumbo entirely. Oh, I thought I was about to get a hold of someone there, but that happens a lot. It starts to break up because there's only one song that they loop forever and they can't even do that smoothly. But anyway, I wanted to see what's going on with Trump Mobile, because the phone still hasn't been delivered. There's no signs of life. There's no pulse at that company, if the company even exists in the first place. I'm starting to get skeptical now. And yeah, I'll just keep you updated as I continue to stay on hold endlessly in this fucking void, this purgatory that they've locked me in here. Alright, let's try again. Yesterday they were closed, so this is right in business hours and business time.
Thank you for calling Trump Mobile. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima el número dos. Press 1 to open a new Trump Mobile account. Otherwise, press 2 for support with an existing Trump Mobile account. Thank you for calling Trump Mobile. Your call is very important to us. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded for quality control and training purposes. Please hold, and our next available representative will be with you shortly. You can also visit our website at www.trumpmobile.com to apply for a new account or access your personal account portal.
Hey, I just wanted to check on the status of my pre-order.
I'll be more than happy to go ahead and assist you, ma'am. Please have the telephone number your account is under.
Now, interestingly enough, I gave them a bunch of phony baloney information. Like, the email and phone number I gave them are not associated with any Trump phone or Trump Mobile pre-orders, yet somehow they found my account. I don't understand how, because it's not registered under anything I provided, but just in case that does end up being someone's actual phone number, I'm not going to put that clip in here, but what I gave them is not tied to a pre-order because, shocker, I didn't put $100 down on the Trump phone, but somehow they were able to locate my account.
So, due to the government shutdown, there were some delays with the delivery process. Everyone who pre-ordered the T1 phone has secured their order for the phone. So what we're doing is that we are sending out the phones priority shipping. Soon as shipment resumes, everyone who did pre-order the phone will receive a confirmation email once the phones have been shipped out.
Okay, wait. I mean, it was supposed to come out in the summer, though. That was before the government shut down. I thought there was just some kind of...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying I was expecting it in the summer of 2025 when the shutdown wasn't till after that. I guess I'm just a little confused on how that affected the manufacturing.
Well, the phone was scheduled to come out in December, which is around the time that the government shutdown did happen. And like I said, the reason why it was delays on it was because we needed to get the approval from the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, before the releasing the phones. And so that's why we are doing priority shipping to get the phones out to the customers as soon as possible.
Is there a time I should be expecting it? Like, is there an ETA?
As of right now, we don't have like an exact time frame. We were just told just to update the customers. Once shipment resumes, we will be communicating with all of our customers via email.
Okay, well, but I'm sorry for the skepticism. I'm just getting a little concerned because it's been a while. The phone is real though, right? Have you, like, you've held one?
Honestly, me myself, I have not actually held one in my hands, but they are real. You can also go to our website at trumpmobile.com, and like I said, it does have all the information about the phone as well.
Well, yeah, I see it on the site. It's just me and my family we were kind of expecting it by now. Do you know anyone that has held one? Like, do you know anyone that's using one currently or anything like that?
I'm going to be honest with you. No, because like I said, everyone pre-ordered the phone, has not gotten their phone as of yet. So, from my knowledge that I know of, no one has received their T1 phone as of yet. And we know that, like I said, the customers haven't, been waiting on it, and we do value our customers. And like I said, that's why we are trying to, expedite the process to get the phones out as soon as possible.
Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. I guess I'll just sit tight then until I get that email. I really appreciated how honest this guy was. It would have been super easy to say, oh yeah, I'm actually holding a Trump phone right now. But he didn't do that. He just said, yeah, I've never held one. I don't know anyone that ever has. Like, I appreciate that he was willing to be that open. He seems like a good guy. And I imagine they're probably getting flooded with actual customers being very concerned where their phone is because they've actually put money on it. And it's not like it's an insignificant amount of money. $100 for a phone that was supposed to ship like 5, almost 6 months ago now. And when you go to the website, they still proudly say that it's coming out by the end of the year, which was 2025. That year is now past. That year's in the books now. It's done and dusted. And they still have it on their website that if you're pre-ordering now, you are going to be getting it by the end of the year. 2025 is the assumption because it's been there since 2025. It's pretty absurd. In fact, when you go to their website, you can still put the $100 down to this day, despite there being no evidence of the phone's existence, not even from customer support. You can still put $100 to the idea of the golden Trump phone, despite no planned or expected release date or anything to bring further clarity to the whereabouts of this unicorn they're calling the Trump phone.
An American flag on the back, and so we put that pre-order, and they were promising that these phones would be released in August. Here we are in November. I've been trying to get out to the call center every few weeks and say, hey, what's the update? And I've been perpetually told it's going to be released at the end of this month. It's going to come out next month. When I would ask about reasons for the delay, they didn't have much to answer for except for that they were working on this phone. At one point, they even blamed it on the government shutdown, interestingly. But again,
his findings are similar to mine. The support did say it's because of the government shutdown. I guess a very convenient excuse if you ignore the fact that it was supposed to come out before the government shutdown. Support then, of course, just doing his job. It's not like I blame him or anything. Is saying, no, it was actually supposed to come out in December, which isn't really the case. But even then, it's past December and everything like that. The government shutdown, it's in the past now. Where's the phone? It's January. This segment was from November. Like, it just doesn't seem like it's real. It doesn't seem like it actually exists. And I think a lot of people that put the $100 down have probably forgotten they've done that. They probably forgot that Trump even has this Trump phone that he pitched because he is hawking so many products to enrich himself and his family. He has like actually over 200 like fucking pieces of merch, the Trump cologne, the Trump Bible. Like, he has so much garbage that he is putting out there that a lot of things like this just fall through the cracks and people just mindlessly giving him money. They probably forgot about this. But you still haven't received what you were supposed to with your $100 down. You have still not gotten any information on where your Trump phone is. That should be something that's pretty eye-opening to a lot of people, but I'm sure they'll just hand-wave it. No, it's so highly advanced and such powerful American-made technology here that it's just taking a little extra time which is why they can't actually explain anything. That's what's going on here. When the reality is, they can't make that phone for what they were saying. Like, you could probably go to Temu and start drop shipping a Golden Trump phone, I guess, but their initial claims were that it was American made, and even on their website, they still have like the nomenclature that tries to mislead people into thinking it's American made by saying it touches American hands during production, as opposed to being entirely American made, because you cannot make that here for that price. You can't. You literally cannot. So it is going to be probably made in China, and if it ever comes out, will not be what it was advertised as, if it ever comes out at all.
Even a phone being made in the U.S.? Do we know? And I know you've been looking at their website and noting that there are some changes there.
Yeah, so again, this was branded as a made in the USA phone. In fact, they said so on their website. But interestingly, as I've been trying to follow the development of this phone, they tweaked the wording on their website. And now the mention of the made in the USA is completely scrubbed. You can see the original image on the top there. It says in that text, made in the USA T1 phone. And now all it says is, you want to be the first one with the new T1? Here's how. Elsewhere on the website, they describe it as an American proud design.
January 2026 checking in, it's still in that state. They are, like I said, trying to wash away that initial claim of being like entirely made in the US, because as he goes on to mention, it's just not technically possible to make that kind of device in the States here at that price point and at that development timeline. It's just not possible, which is why it's no longer there. But the phone still doesn't exist, so they're still, I don't know, having a hard time developing it overseas too. I thought for sure they would have just farted out something very quick from like Alibaba and called it the Trump one, just to like satisfy the people that gave him money, which is no doubt a lot of people. I think it was hundreds of thousands of people pre-ordered the Trump one, like the Trump phone, and they are still getting nothing. There's still nothing there, with no answers and no expectation on when it's arriving. So just wanted to give you a little check-in here in case you forgot about the Trump phone. It's not looking good. I'm sorry to tell you, sports fans, but it's looking like you got schmeckeldorfed. That's really about it. See ya.